The Fantastic Four First Steps has finally dropped in cinemas, so it's time for me to rank all 5 of the live-action Fantastic Four movies. As always, this is my list, my opinion, but do be sure to leave your rankings in the comments below. Without further ado, let's get into it. In last place, easily, goes to Fantastic 2015. This movie is so bad that it does not deserve the title of Fantastic Four. This is often considered one of the worst comic book movies ever made, and honestly, it deserves that title. The production issues around this movie are not a secret. Josh Trank, the director of Chronicle, a film which I really like, had a vision for this movie which, I'm just going to be honest, I don't like in the first place. A body horror version of the Fantastic Four. And when he made his movie, Fox wasn't happy with it, so they demanded reshoots and big edits. And so what we have is Trank's version of the movie and Fox's version of the movie mashed together, and it just creates this incoherent mess. This movie commits the biggest sin of being incredibly boring. From minute one, you do not care about anyone. The characters have no personalities. They don't feel like a family. They don't feel like the Fantastic Four members. And as soon as this movie has some sort of potential to explore how these people react to their new powers, the movie cuts to 1 year later. Why would you do that? The villain, Doctor Doom, and I'm doing that because this is not Doctor Doom. This guy looks like an attempt by a 3-year-old trying to be like Doctor Doom, but failing miserably. He's awful. He has these weird, powers. I don't know what he's doing, and then he wants to destroy the world because mankind bad. It's such a bland version of the character, and awful version of him as well. The acting is also really wooden, which is surprising because this movie has some very talented actors, but even they can't save this awful script. I hate this movie, one of the worst movies ever made for me, and I don't want to watch it ever again. I don't even want to talk about it ever again as soon as I finish this sentence. Coming in at number 4, we have the unreleased 1990s The Fantastic Four. Now, this movie is pretty bad. It looks cheap, it looks awful. Of course, I know they didn't have the money for it, but still, it looks terrible. It's incredibly cheesy. It doesn't really understand the Fantastic Four. But you know what? If you watch it as a campy B-movie, it's charming. It is very stupid. And as I said, it makes no sense. The actors are hamming it up completely. Doctor Doom is just, I want to rule the world sort of villain, and that's it. It's so dumb. It's so cheesy. But I can't help but have a fun time with it. It's clear that even though they had no money, they really did want to make a decent movie. And overall, even though it's really, really bad, it's entertaining. And that's something you can't say about Fantastic. So yeah, this movie's awful. It hardly has any redeeming qualities. But it's charming and fun enough to be like a nice light watch whenever you're bored. At number 3, we have Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. The first and only Fantastic Four sequel. Now, I've never really liked this movie. For one reason only. It's really, really dumb. If you think about this movie for 1 second, you'll realise that it just didn't even need to happen. And I'm going to get into spoilers here, so 3, 2, 1. The ending of this movie, Sue Storm is killed, and then the Silver Surfer's like, oh, I can turn against Galactus now. And then he just goes into Galactus' space anus cloud thing, and then he just blows up. So he had the power to kill him the whole time. You selfish arsehole. Added on to that, this movie has some really lazy writing. Silver Surfer just gains a new power in near enough every scene, and I really hate it when people do that. It's just so lazy, and it's just there so we can conveniently progress the plot. And I have just never liked these versions of the characters, apart from one which we'll get into in the next film. They're just not the Fantastic Four to me. It doesn't help that the acting and dialogue is really bad. Jessica Alba especially. I mean, I can't really blame her. When the director's telling you to cry pretty, how are you supposed to act? This movie's just way too goofy. And it's trying to take itself very seriously at the same time. So there's just major tonal shifts. It just doesn't work. So yeah, I don't really like Rise of the Silver Surfer. But I will say it's watchable. It's semi-entertaining. Much like the next movie on this list, coming in at number 2, Fantastic Four 2005. Now, I enjoyed this movie just a little bit more for one character, The Thing. Michael Chiklis is really good in the role. It helps that apparently he's a really big Fantastic Four fan. You can tell he was having a really good time in the role, gave it his all, and he pulled off a really good performance. The Thing's character arc is also the standout in this movie. He doesn't like the way that he looks, but over time he learns to accept who he is and why he needs to be the Thing. It's a well-written character arc in this movie. But other than that, this movie, I've just never really enjoyed it. As I mentioned earlier, I just don't like this cast as a Fantastic Four. The actor who plays Von Doom, I mean, I don't want to put too much disrespect on it because he's recently just sadly passed away. But he's hamming it up. He's nothing like Doctor Doom. But I'll give him this, he's having fun in the role. But visually, woohoo! This movie looks absolutely awful. Especially Reed Richards' stretch powers. They look absolutely abysmal. But what I will say, again, just like Rise of the Silver Surfer, it's not boring. I mean, it's watchable. There's some fun action scenes in there, even though there's only 2 action scenes in a superhero movie. There's a few moments that made me laugh, other than the moments with Johnny, who is the worst character in this movie. They make him such an arsehole. I really don't like Chris Evans in this movie, in this role. I love you, Chris, as Captain America, but not in this movie. So I don't think Fantastic Four is a good movie, but I don't think it's awful as well. It's got improvements over its sequel, but still nothing that good either. But I'm sure you all knew what was going to be my number one. The Fantastic Four First Steps. This is the best Fantastic Four movie by a long shot. It's made by people that actually understand the comics and the characters, and you can tell they really wanted to make a great movie. The characters are spot on. The cast is absolutely brilliant. The story is very simple, but it really does work. The stakes are high. They keep getting higher. And you really do feel like Galactus is this massive threat. I went into this movie extremely anxious, but I came out with a massive grin on my face. And I was so happy when I told you guys that it's worth your time and money. Please go and watch this movie, especially if you love the Fantastic Four. It's worth your time. It's worth your money. Please go and support it. Hopefully Marvel's back. They've had 2 dubs in a row. Hopefully they can keep this momentum going. And there we go, guys. Those are my rankings for the 5 live-action Fantastic Four movies. Let me know your rankings in the comments. Did you agree with mine? Did you not? Let me know. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, guys. Have a fantastic day. And see you later.